Hi Scorpio, welcome back. So Scorpio, this is going to be your you versus them reading. I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person you may be dealing with. My readings are timeless, so it's for you whenever this finds you, okay? And because it's general, you can resonate with both or either side. So keep an open mind, and we're going to go ahead and get started. When I was meditating on your energy, Scorpio, I had a few images. I had an image of a lucky bunny's foot, almost like a keychain. So I don't know if some of you are superstitious or you have an object that you feel when you keep with you is lucky. But for some reason they were showing that to me. And then I had a song come in from Gwen Stefani, and it was, "This ish is bananas, BANANAS." So you may be feeling like, life is bananas right now, or maybe a specific situation or person, and like given what's going on in the world, that would make total sense to me. But those were kind of the two messages that I was getting for you. So we'll see how that plays out into your reading. Now, before I meditated, I noticed I was feeling really, really lethargic, to the point where I felt like I needed to take a nap. And I hadn't been feeling that way at all today, except right before when I was getting ready to do your reading. And since I channeled collective energies, I feel that that may be where your energy level is for a few of you, just feeling, tired, maybe tired for no reason, or just like a loss of appetite, or a change in your energy levels. I don't know where loss of appetite came. Some of you maybe, but it's like when you're not feeling emotionally well, your body mirrors that, so if it's like meh in how you're feeling, your body also kind of feels like unmotivated. You know what I'm saying? I feel, just this almost exhaustion type of emotion, which made my physical body tired. So pay attention to the correlation between what you're feeling and what you're feeling in your physical, because I feel it's always highly tied together. Yes, of course. But during this time frame in particular, because of the astrological placements and we're in Scorpio season, it might be magnified, so to speak. So just something to pay attention to, Scorpio. Your cards are already coming out, so those were the guided messages, and let's see what the tarot has to say. So the overall shared energy is Libra energy. You could have that in your chart, be dealing with one or someone who has that in their chart, which is simply the influencing vibes, okay? It's talking about harmony, cooperation, balance, being more socially aware, things being more fair. It's a very aspirational type of energy, very considerate, very graceful. So that could be what you're exuding during this time, Scorpio, or the person you're connecting with, or both. On the lower side of this energy, it can be really indecisive, almost judgmental. So those are things to kind of watch out for, okay? And then in your overall supported energy, Scorpio, you got the Ace of Cups, which is all about love. So I think love and relationships are going to be really highlighted for you during this time frame, okay, or coming up to the surface for you to look at, feeling more emotions, being more emotionally open to love, maybe what you're being guided towards during this time frame. This person has the Wheel of Fortune, which is all about destiny and karma. So I feel like this person, is destined to be in your life, I feel, or was already written in the stars for you before you came here, and sometimes that's a hard idea for people to grasp, because yes, we do have free will, but there are certain key points and certain key people that are mapped out for us before we come here, and we take part in that in the soul realm. We plan those. We're in on the planning, okay? So we are not down here without guidance. And then we're guided through our emotions and to be directed towards our life path. So I feel like this person's energy was mapped. so to speak, into your life for a reason, okay? And I feel like that's what the Wheel of Fortune is speaking about, and vice versa, right? So if this person was mapped for you, then that means then they also mapped you into their life. So because there's a big, strong spiritual karmic tie right here, and yeah, it's written in the stars, you know what I'm saying? So let's see what the past energy is for you, Scorpio, and then we're going to go into perception, how you genuinely feel, your hopes, and the most likely future outcome, okay? So recent past energy for my Scorpios, 8 of Swords. So I'm feeling like I need to continue to talk about what I was talking about. I thought I was done with it, but I guess not. I think it's important for you to understand that life is a good balance of free will and destiny, right? So I didn't expand on that enough, is what I'm being told. So it's like, yes, there are specific points in our life, lessons we came here for. I don't want to say lessons, experiences that you wanted to have. And that's part of your path. But everything in between those path points is where your free will comes into play, if that makes sense. So, all right, so 8 of Swords, the Strength card in the reverse, and the past energy. So definitely not having the strength to speak up, or there's a sense of restriction here and not really pushing past something that maybe has been bothering you or getting to you. And then just trying to play around in the energy, I feel. So it's like this energy, Scorpio, of really feeling like you're not sure of what to do, so we just don't do anything, you know? And then it's like kind of getting more playful in the energy. This is how I feel you handled things in the past. Some of you, this may be present energy, okay? Because time is malleable. But it's this sense of restriction, okay? And not having the confidence or the courage to have some sort of new beginning here. And so I think the reason why I was drawn to go into such detail about how it works prior to coming here is because it's like, even though you didn't have the courage to have a new beginning, it's still here for you, right? Because it's destined, it's mapped out for you. So whether you can see it or not, it's available to you, is what the energy is saying. And I feel like there was difficulty like being able to see that. Feeling like you were restricted, feeling like you were being lied to. And I don't know if that's feeling like you were being lied to from others or feeling like you were lying to yourself. Will be different for each of you, but there's this sense of like not trusting your own intuition, which is really interesting because you're guided through your intuition, Scorpio, and through your emotions. So this is like not wanting to feel and therefore not being able to feel out a situation, okay? And I feel like it was coming from, again, almost like this lack of motivation, or it was like the energy I was feeling at the beginning of the reading, you know, just like maybe I'll just take a nap, you know, or play around, or it's like you're doing things but they're not productive things, because I saw like a video gaming console. Not saying all of you are playing video games, and not saying that that can't be therapeutic because it takes your mind away from things, but it's like too much of that, too much of activity that doesn't have substantial growth within it, you know, too much distraction without inspired action is what I'm feeling. So it's like we're doing a lot of things, but it's not things that have substantial growth behind it, because that's what I got, like it's a good distraction tool, but it's not helping you, or hasn't been helping you to pull yourself in a newer direction, which is here for you, okay? So let's see what this person's recent past energy is. Wow, they have the Strength card too, but it's in the upright, the 10 of Wands. So this person's been putting in the work, you know what I'm saying? Because their strength is in the upright, meaning they're feeling really motivated to carry something through, all right? And this could be related literally to work, or it could be other obligations they have. It's like this sense of feeling like, okay, it's all on me now, or feeling like I've got a lot of heaviness around me, but I'm still going to push through it. So I feel like this person, you know, was coming from a space where they were going to use the energy to help push them through it. And as opposed to get discouraged, which I feel some of you got discouraged and this person became empowered. And it could be that this person's empowerment discourages you, which if that's the case, Scorpio, then you're looking at it the wrong way, right? Because no one's empowerment can take away from your empowerment. You know what I'm saying? Because that belongs solely to you. And if it's not you feeling that way, feel free to flip the message, because it could be interchangeable, okay? So it could be that your empowerment discouraged this person. But I'm reading it as this person being able to kind of push their way through the energy, even though it was really heavy, you know, and they felt alone. But I feel like there is wanting to be more practical in the energy and environment. And there's a bunny in this picture. So this could be the person who has the bunny foot, the good luck. I don't know if they still make those. That's considered inhumane these days or what, but the lucky rabbit's foot, that's what it is. And or you could carry a trinket that reminds you of this person or something to deal with that, all right? Because that message has come up twice. And if it's not literally a lucky rabbit foot, it could be the superstition energy. So you might be very superstitious, this person might be very superstitious, vice versa, right? So let's look at perception then, Scorpio, and see where this is headed. Now, keep in mind that your perception is your truth, but it may not be their truth. But we'll start there. So this is how you see this person, the Empress. The Emperor, wow, the Page of Cups. So I feel like you see this person as an equal match to you with the Emperor and the Empress. So these are the highest of the high in the tarot, right? So I feel like, one, you see yourself as very powerful, whether you tell other people that or not, or at least you're feeling that vibe during this time frame, whether you're male or female, that, which is great because it's your birthday season, of the power of being a Scorpio, right? And then you see this person as an equal match to that, someone that can stand in their power with you. Okay, so it's interesting because you were feeling unempowered in the past and you weren't an equal match to where this person was, but then in your now perception thought, you do see it as an equal match. So it's interesting to see how that's changed, right? I feel like when it comes to this connection, you see the higher purpose of it, okay? I feel like you've been able to elevate yourself enough to be able to see the purpose and the reasoning behind this connection. So I feel like a lot of you were completely understanding my little spiel earlier without me having to go further, but I still did. So I actually see a lot of positivity in this, you know, both very, like I said, powerful presences, right? And for some reason I wanted to say moldable. So I feel like this connection is moldable. Now that could be how you feel about it, or that could be the reality of it, but we'll see. Both energies showing up, like I said, very nurturing and wise, dominating presence. So let's see what their perception is of the connection, Scorpio. Okay. So they have the Page of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, the Page of Wands, and the King of Cups. Well, you are the King of Cups, whether you're male or female. So I have a song in my head. I've been dreaming about you. This person could have been dreaming about you. Or maybe you dream about them, you know? And I don't know who sings that song, but it came in really clear. All right, so I feel like when this person thinks of the connection, they see potential, you know, but they stay very quiet about it. They see new opportunities and an opportunity to have a new beginning, and I saw that in the past energy for you, but you were kind of playing around with the energy, meaning you weren't taking it seriously, I feel. And I think that this person had a more serious demeanor about it, or was maybe in a more committed space to what they were feeling than you were in the past, okay? So I feel like this person sees this connection as something that's underdeveloped, right? And I got the dream state right away. So I feel like this person maybe even connecting with you in the dream state, especially if you're also having dreams of this person. And a lot of times what we do is we create in the ethereal during dream state before it gets pulled down into the tangible, right? Because when we sleep, we become a part of our non-physical self again, and that is the purpose of sleep. So we can kind of play around with the energy, so to speak. That's a really lay term of what actually happens, but I'm going to keep it simple for the purpose of the reading. So that's why we have deja vu. Okay, long story short, you know, have you ever like met someone or been somewhere and you're like, oh my God, I remember this? Well, you remember it because you mapped it out in the dream state, right? And because a lot of us can't recall a lot of our dreams, it feels like, this seems familiar. So you might be, or this person might be kind of playing around with the future outcomes in the dream state, you know, kind of preparing the grid, so to speak. And then so that when it comes down into the tangible, there'll be a recognition, all right, is what I'm feeling. I feel like this person views you as someone who's highly, highly emotional, all right, Scorpio, which would not be a far miss, right, from Scorpio. So they see that in you. Some may see you as a bit emotionally immature, with the way that you express things, but I feel like that's a small percentage. For the most part, I feel like they see it more as untapped potential more than anything. So let's go into genuine emotions, how you genuinely feel. So that was perception, ego, kind of high level. Now we're going to go into the ethereal, the depths, how you really feel towards the connection, Scorpio. Yeah, the Eight of Wands here. King of Pentacles. The Hierophant. And the Six of Cups. So Scorpio, whew, I'm sweating. Sorry. Just readjust here for a second. All right, so in your genuine emotions, I feel like you want to talk to this person if you're not currently speaking to them. And if it's not that, it's like wanting movement forward, but in a comfortable place. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like emotionally, you want to feel comfortable, right? To be able to express yourself before you do so. I feel like you're heavenly, well, maybe you are. You're heavily focused emotionally on the past, trying to see it from different angles, trying to understand the higher purpose. And I saw that's what you were doing in your perception, right? And I saw that's why your perception changed, because it's like, okay, on an emotional level, things are becoming clearer to you about the connection in general, but even more so your own spiritual enlightenment. So I feel like a lot of you are wise beyond your years. I picked that up earlier, or working on your own spiritual path, your own spirituality, you know, and kind of being nostalgic as well as to what brought you to this moment. I feel like there's a lot of movement forward emotionally, Scorpio, and communication is really important or really desired, I feel, by you during this time frame. So it's like, it's kind of like feeling comfortable to just be who you are, and wanting to be accepted for that, and also feeling emotionally called to a higher purpose. All right, something I feel that's been calling to you since childhood, maybe coming to fruition or coming to realization during this time period, okay? That's actually a beautiful energy. I like that for you. So, let's see how this person is feeling underneath it all, the depth under the ego. What is the emotional space that this person is in when it comes to the connection for Scorpio? Wow, this person is the Queen of Cups. So here's a match again. I don't mean to stop there. I'll go deeper, don't worry. But I just want to show this to you. So you have you saw it as an equal match, the Emperor, the Empress. Then look at this. This is this person's perceptions and emotions. So they feel that you're very much alike. Or they are emotionally connected to you, right? Because these people are looking at each other. This person may feel that you understand them emotionally, or that they may feel you are highly empathic or intuitive, as are they. This person sees you as an equal in their emotional space. Even though in their perception, I felt like they were seeing you as something that was like a bit underdeveloped or had room for growth, on an emotional level, I feel that they feel you're a match, you know, if that makes sense. But I feel like there's this sense of not trusting, Scorpio, showing up on this person's page, on this person's side. Page of Swords here, you know, analyzing the emotion, analyzing you and your behaviors and your emotions. This person could be a hyper critical person, or a hyper analyzer. They may be a bit indecisive emotionally even. With the Page of Swords here, because the Page of Swords is often not trusting that someone is being genuine, or maybe not even trusting their own emotions when it comes to the connection, you know what I'm saying? Over analyzing is what I feel. It's like hard to get some cards out for this person. So I'll get two more. Oh, you know what? I have a card that does not belong in here. That could be why. Let's see. Oh, I got in there. Here we go. 10 of Cups. Yeah. It's like this person has a lot of focus too into the emotional space, family space, what makes them feel fulfilled and yet guarded. Very protective. This person may be very protective over their emotions, over their family in particular. And that could be where the hypercriticalness comes from, or the analyzing type of energy. It's just like they have a lot of deep emotions, Scorpio, and yet not willing or feeling insecure about that. And then there's this protective energy here over their emotional fulfillment. But it's like this protective energy kind of keeps them from experiencing the fullness that they could be experiencing when it comes to their emotional relationships. Because it's almost like there's this small child in this person that just doesn't trust that it's authentic, right? And so there's something about this person's personality that kind of pushes away or keeps on guard, or, you know, is not really taking action, so to speak, even though there's a lot of emotion here. Okay, so let's go into hopes. What is Scorpio's hopes in regards to this connection? 7 of Wands. So you want peace of mind. Well, who doesn't? You know what I'm saying? I also feel like you want the answers to come to you, right? Because this is like kind of putting yourself in this bubble where you're trying to stay calm or stay peace, maybe even distract your mind even. Some of you may actually be actively practicing meditation, which would be fantastic for you on an emotional level. And it's bringing in a lot of guided help, intuition, and answers. If it's not actually meditating, it's like you're hoping that, you know, it's just that if you just chill out long enough, the answers will come, or the communication, or whatever it is that you're looking for, you know, will come in naturally. This person's hoping for some action. You know, they're in the Knight of Wands, so they want action. They're looking for action. They may be looking at your actions, Scorpio, or you may be doing that to them, seeing, does the actions match, you know, what I'm feeling, and then bouncing it off of that, right? Like, for example, if this person is looking at your actions to see if you're being authentic with your emotion, and the actions say don't match, then this person doubts that it's real, and then they go back into being guarded and push away, right? And or you may do that, or both, you know, because I see that a lot of similarities, so it could be that both do that. So future energy is the King of Wands, King of Swords. Wow, the Tower. So just keep in mind, all the future energy can be changed with free will. Okay. I'm just giving you a snapshot of what I'm seeing, but there's a lot of masculine energy out, Scorpio. So you, even if you're a female, you could just be more dominating in your presence than usual, or a bit more demanding of yourself or others during this time frame. You know, I felt like you were getting empowered, right? And that could be what this energy is about. But you have the King of Wands here, the King of Swords, and the Tower, Two of Cups, and the Magician in the reverse. So this is interesting. So I feel like, Scorpio, there is this confidence. This is all about empowerment during this time frame. You know, it's all about self-empowerment and really getting a handle on that for yourself, right? And pushing yourself and motivating yourself from that space, because I felt a lack of motivation in the past, right? And it was fun for a while, but there was nothing substantial that came from that energy. So I feel a shift, right, into a more empowered, inspired action type of energy. And here's the shift right here, also Scorpio energy, the Tower. So I feel a shift in perspective. You're kind of going from your ego to your higher self. And I think I felt like Phoenix energy in maybe the last reading I did for you. But it's like you were kind of coming at things from, I don't want to say egotistical, because that triggers people. But yeah, I mean, you were listening to your ego more than your higher self, right? And your higher self can always see the bigger picture and reasoning. And so I feel a shift in perspective to the higher self, where you're kind of looking at the situation with different set of eyes, right? Because there's a change here, a big change. And it has to deal, I feel, with this connection with the Two of Cups. But it could be the relationship between you and you that's changing, right? Especially if you've been practicing meditation. You know, getting connected with the higher purpose. And this is going to allow you, Scorpio, to manifest whatever it is that you want. Because I see you getting emotionally clear, you know, about what it is that you want. And if you're coming from that space, it can't not be, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like you have the power to manifest what you want within this connection, but not even just within this connection, in general, during Scorpio season, which is the best time to do it, right? And it's like the only thing stopping you from doing that would be the lack of motivation or the disempowerment. Because you have free will. So if you stay in that energy, you know, nothing changes when nothing changes, right? But I feel like a lot of you, the shift has already taken place, and it's going to allow you to call in, summon to you what it is that you're looking for. And some changes are going to be taking place, okay? So let me see what this person's most likely future outcome is, Scorpio. The Knight of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. The Temperance. Wow, there's and I have a song in my head. I've been down so long. I don't know who sings that. Yeah, Five of Swords. That makes sense. I've been down so long was the lyric. And if I can think of it, I'll put it in the description what it is. But I feel like this person's been down and out when it comes to this connection, or has this feeling or sense of rejection in general emotionally, because again, they don't really trust how they feel, or they don't trust how you feel, right? So I feel like this person's really stagnant when it comes to the connection. They're wanting action but not willing to take any action, focused on themselves and self-sufficiency and becoming more independent, because temperance is all about emotional independence, right? Balancing out their moods, working on things that give them a sense of accomplishment, and not really budging in the energy, not really budging here, okay? I feel a sense of defeat on this person's side. Like, I feel like, yeah, it's like it's weird because your energies are flipping at the same time. So in the past, you were the one not really motivated, kind of, you know, playing around even, maybe, and this person was highly motivated, empowered, moving forward, right? And now you can see the change here, where this person, I feel, got impatient with the underdevelopment of the situation, and they've been down for so long. Their expectations are that it will continue to be a defeat, a rejection, that's something they need to protect for or guard against, or that they don't fully trust, you know. And it's like, if this person was your rock, so to speak, in the past, that you are quickly becoming their rock, you know? Like, the tables are turning is what I'm saying. And I'm not saying that you have to be someone's rock. No. I'm just giving you an idea energetically of how it's flipping. So I probably will title this "The Tables Are Turning," because that's what I feel. You know, I feel like it's karmically balancing out, that's for sure. What's the rejection about? Yeah. A feeling of loss, a feeling of guilt for some, a feeling of giving up. This person might get in this space where they give up. They might currently be in that energy, and it's like giving up right before the ringer, the timer, because I was ringing in my ears. So I feel like as soon as this person goes into that darker, lower energy, it's like something comes back, or something pops up, and then they go back into manifestation mode, movement forward, and then kind of doubting that, and then having all of this love and emotion, and reconnecting with something or someone from the past. And it could be you with the Two of Cups on both sides, but it's not necessarily, okay? It could be they're reconnecting with themselves and their higher self, you know, at the same time that you are. But I get a sense of like hesitation on this person's side, a fear of rejection, absolutely. A fear of, I don't know. Uncertainty. Uncertainty, that's what it is. Because again, if you have all this emotion and then you don't trust it, you get a whole lot of uncertainty in your life, right? And you manifest that. So this person could be manifesting unknowingly, just because they're coming from a lower energy, some more uncertainty into their life, which is kind of pushing against all of the work that they did in the past. But then there's something that comes in to remind them. Because I think this is Nickelback. This is how you remind me of what I really am. It's not like you to say sorry. Was waiting on a different story. That's a good song if you like Nickelback. Yeah, that's kind of what I feel. So, the love is returning though. The love is returning either way, you know, point blank period. Or this person has a lot of emotion for you, Scorpio, and they think about the connection a lot, and that could be what's showing up, you know, because I feel like there's a lot of love here, but this person's complicated, to say the least. All right, so I'm going to leave it there. And let me know how this resonated in the comments down below. The zodiac signs you could be dealing with. I have a lot of water out, so you could be dealing with another water sign. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but I also have Sagittarius here. Aries. I have Leo out twice. Could be Leo. Libra. I have Leo again, Aquarian energy, Aries energy, Taurus energy, Pisces, Taurus again, Aries, Leo again. So those are the predominant zodiac signs I see, but keep in mind it could be any zodiac sign because it's a general reading. But I do hope that you found that helpful. Do let me know in the comments down below. Also, you can check me out on Facebook and Instagram, also linked down below, but also in the About section. And if you like what I'm wearing today, you can get it for yourself at my sister's online boutique, avasophiaco.com. Also linked down below. Either way, I'm wishing you the very best, Scorpio. And until next time, my friends, namaste.